Hello everyone, in this video I'm going to be playing Hold the Line TD. The concept of this game is that units will come in from the outside of the map, and if they make it to the center, then they will become hostile and head back out towards your towers and start attacking them. If you get attacked for more than 10 minutes, you lose the game. I'm going to go with the Asgard builder. And my units, I'm going to place my towers pretty far to the right here, because if units do leak through, they come in from the middle, and if you build far to the left, that just means there's a ton of walking time, which is just boring. There you go. Let me place my... Oops, this is the wrong builder. I have to train the Asgard ambassador from the Asgard throne. So we'll be making Asgard babies for the first wave. So this could be slightly problematic. Because I have so much space, the units will just, and well, we'll see in a moment. I'm just speculating that because my maze is so, well, since it's not completed at the north, it'll just result in there being relatively low DPS, especially if the units start heading north early, and then that'll just mean that my bottom towers can't even attack. Okay, we can squeeze in one more tower. Yeah, it seems like I might be leaking a couple of units here, but it's not a big deal. We'll lose a tiny bit of time, but ultimately, it'll be worth it. Probably should have just built the Asgard throne over here on the right. With the extra space taken up from the structure, would have been sufficient.
Let me face the peril.
Yeah, so I leaked 2 units, green leaked 2 units, pink leaked 1, and orange leaked 0. Yeah. Actually is a pretty effective maze, because you get to attack the units for quite a while. Of course, my maze should only really be weak for the first round, so I'm not too concerned. Yep, 12 gold for proficiency, which means I can squeeze in another baby Asgard. When it comes to towers, as the Asgard ambassador, the Asgard babies are pretty cost effective, and then the next tower you want to get is the Asgard commander. So we'll probably get 5 rows of babies and then a commander. And the reason for that is the Asgard Adept is just not very cost effective, because 3 babies gives you the equivalent DPS of an Asgard Adept, which is also triple the price. Yep. So here comes these melee Jaffa slaves, and they will start attacking our towers. Probably won't even get hit a single time, but if I do, I can just repair it for free. Yeah, if you guys like my videos, don't forget to like and subscribe. And if you want to play some games with me, I do live streams every Saturday, so make sure you have your notifications set to all to be notified for exactly when the streams begin.
Let me face the peril.
Alrighty, 5 seconds to the next wave. Looks like orange, yeah. So one thing to keep in mind about this game is other players leaking when you don't leak actually results in you getting a gold bonus. Essentially, because, yeah, like, let's say pink leaks 10 units. Well, when that happens, 10 units get sent to all other players. So that means orange got all of his kills and then an additional 10. So if you really wanted to maximize this game, it would probably be advantageous to have some players leak, because you kind of multiply the income in a sort of sense. Yeah, if green had 0 kills, all the other players would get twice as much money, which means there's just a lot more money in the game. It looks like 1 more leak. Not great, but
it shall be done.
Should be fixed pretty soon here. So I leaked 1, green leaked 2, and that was it. Yeah, the one thing I do wish about this game is that they would speed up the movement speed of the attacking units by like triple, because it's pretty boring for just waiting for the units to walk all the way from the center back to you. And what I would probably do is, once your towers haven't attacked them for 4 seconds or something, they just get a big movement speed boost. Because all of this right here is just, okay, well, I guess in a sense, if you did that, it would change up the mission deadline a bit, because the time wasted by the units walking back is actually time leading towards your defeat. If we run out of the 9 minutes here, we lose the game. So if the units were faster, it would be easier, But I feel like it'd still be more fun if you just reduced the spare timer and increased the movement speed. Maybe like 6 minutes, but units are 3 times as fast.
As you wish.
And attack speed could remain the same. Hopefully, with the additional maze length, this will be sufficient to take out the incoming units. Otherwise, we'll just keep leaking. Which, I mean, we don't actually lose any money from leaking, because if we leak 5 come back and we get our gold back, and then that helps out Orange. But still, just for time, it's nicer to kill them on the first go. Yeah, I just am slightly too... If I got like a 20 gold infusion, that'd probably be enough to take out every unit.
For honor.
I mean, I guess I could go for the Asgard Adept. As I mentioned, it, like, cost-wise is not beneficial, but perhaps I'd have to give up on units for a wave to make that happen. Wait, what? Free gold? Is that a command? Doesn't look like it. When all the noobs are clearing the enforcements, why not play a simple game of guess the number? It is simple. You say number, that is all you say. About, num 4. Oh wait, no, it's number. Number 4.
Our town is under siege.
I have no idea what this is supposed to be. Alright, we can try making an Asgard Adept.
It shall be done.
Yeah.
Job's done.
So instead of 16 damage, it's 46, which is actually a hair less damage than
At your
3
call.
Asgard babies. Did you have a range for this? Is it just literally any number? Like, can I type 8,000? Are you kidding me? Any number? At least if it's at like 1 to 500, at some point you might get it. But this could be like 1 to 1 million.
Let me face the devil.
Yeah, Spider Wave is pretty tough. They move quickly and they have a lot of HP. Oh, you know what? The reason why Orange has been doing so well, I mean, aside from the fact that his maze layout is pretty good, is that his towers have a 50% movement speed slow, which gives him a lot more time to attack the enemies.
Heed my call. Job's done.
For my people.
Okay, how many is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 spiders?
I am not afraid.
8 minutes to go, so we are running our time down here. On the upside, because these units are so much faster, we're not wasting as much time. Am I going to lose the Asgard baby? I did. I should have sold it. Not a big deal, though. It's 12 gold. Still sucks, but...
Our allies' town is under siege.
As you wish.
Job's done.
Towers do also have a passive HP regen, so you don't have to... Like, if it's at, like, 999, you can just do nothing, and it'll go back up to full.
Let me face the devil.
Bounty has been increased, so now units give 2 gold per kill instead of 1. Which means more towers.
I am not afraid.
Yeah, 6 kills to the tower, which means this is our opportunity to really build up our maze length.
For my people.
Oh, also, this is a boss wave. Every 5 it sends out a flying unit, and yeah. The flying units are like stacked, which means once you kill the first one, there's another flying unit beneath it. But the interesting thing about the flying units that I discovered in a previous game is that each flying unit that leaks respawns as the base flying unit. So like, let's say you kill the big one, and then 2 of the small ones leak to the middle. What that does is it sends out 2 of the big ones to you again. So you can kind of double your money if you intentionally leak.
What would you ask of me? For honor.
But yeah, what ended up happening in a previous game was
It
that
shall be done.
on wave 15, a pretty powerful flying ship comes through, and we had killed like 95% of the units, but what had like 8 of the smallest units remaining got through, and then that sent back 8 of the big ones, and all the towers were destroyed.
At your call.
Seems like too many units are getting spawned, which is resulting in these pathing getting stuck.
At your call.
All gold is required. Job's done.
My people.
Job's done.
It shall be done.
All gold is required. I can't
As
do
you
that.
wish.
Job's done.
I think we might finally...
Gold is required.
Let's see, is this one getting away? Very close to having enough maze length that time.
As you wish.
2 units got through? Yeah. Kinda sucks. Apparently Pink must be leaking a ton, which... Hey, he's 20 kills behind somehow. And Orange is 37 kills ahead. Or really about 40, relative to me. Pink is going for the classic square. Okay, so that's probably Pink's problem. He doesn't have enough tower space, or tower range, to have all of his towers attacking simultaneously, which is causing him to miss out on some necessary DPS.
Job's done. Our
Let me
allied
face the
town
peril.
is under siege.
For honor.
Okay, 10 seconds till the next wave. I don't remember anything in particular about this one, but as our maze just continues to get longer, we'll have better odds of taking out the units. Once we can get about 5 rows attacking simultaneously, so we've
afraid.
almost well, we're about 6% of the way through maximizing our DPS. Chulok Warriors. Yeah, my damage is a little bit lacking, but we'd have to save up 150 to get a relevant DPS boost, which would take about 2 or 3 rounds.
For my people.
Job's done.
It shall be done. For honor.
Job's done.
It's working out pretty well so far.
For my people.
Job's done.
As you wish.
Job's done.
There we go. I believe aside from the flying wave, that was the first wave that I didn't leak any units. Which, yeah,
It shall
really
be
just finally getting enough maze length to be able to take out the enemies. Looks like Pink leaked about 7, which means I will benefit from that. Gets 7 bonus gold. 17 gold for proficiency.
Let me face
More
the peril.
gold is required.
Okay, we'll start on our 5th row, and then after that's done, we'll start stockpiling. Yeah, the Asgard Commander is about the equivalent. So the Asgard Commander has 220 DPS for about 13 times the cost of the Asgard Baby. So it's a little bit more damage effective, but then more importantly, it has a crit ability, and that then really boosts it way ahead.
As you wish.
I'm going to prepare to sell the Asgard Baby just in case.
I am not afraid.
Yeah, looks like it turned out just fine.
As you
Job's
wish.
done. Job's done.
For honor. Let me face the peril.
Sludge Pool. It must be some type of powerful poison damage over time effect. Otherwise, the 1 attack speed wouldn't make sense. Poison Arrow Bunker has pretty solid DPS. 47 to 51.
Let me face the peril.
Just thinking you could have like a little automatic increment script you could do there for like 1 to 1,000. Get through it in like a minute. Maybe find the bonus.
Job's done.
As you wish. For
Job's
honor.
done.
It shall
More
be
gold
done.
is required. Job's
For
done.
my people.
Oh, what? There's a clue? Well, that would have been helpful.
It shall be
Yes, you can do this in 30 attempts.
as you wish.
Alright, now we start stockpiling money, and we'll just brute force it. Oh, someone got it. 72 gold for number 46. Huh, and then the range got much larger. That's actually, that is really stupid. You just start spamming numbers and then you get 72 bonus gold. I'm not going to keep bothering, but in reality, you can really cheese out a lot of towers by doing that. Because Orange already had like a 60 gold bonus, now he has a 130 gold bonus. Let's double check the clue. I think it was, yeah, 21 to 89. That's a big range.
At your call. For my people.
Yeah, so once we reach round 10, we'll get another bounty boost, I'm pretty sure, which will take it from 2 to 3. And at that point, we'll start to be able to get Asgard commanders pretty quickly. Currently, it'll take like 2 rounds before we can get our first.
I am not afraid.
My guess here is this number's probably in the 70s, but that is of course baseless, as I don't know. Okay, 2 gold each, and we have like 10 more guys coming, so we're only 1 round away from the Asgard commander. Yeah, the optimal 5 columns of
What would you ask of me?
maze for the units to get through just works out really nicely. Okay, so we'll go ahead and sell the Asgard baby, get 10 of our 12 gold back, and then place a commander. Well, as I mentioned, 250 damage instead of 16, and a 20% crit chance to do double the damage. Which, if we just call that a 1.2 times damage multiplier, means this guy is doing about 300 damage a hit. Which is, yeah, just significantly better. Like, the second any unit reaches the Asgard commander, they'll just get melted really quickly now.
I am not
Let's see if green got one. Yep. So green's maze also has a huge DPS boost now.
I am
Yeah,
not
ditching
afraid.
the final 2 rows for an Asgard commander might be able to function as well. The problem with that would have been, I wouldn't just have kept leaking, which would have been problematic. Because then it would have low DPS, lots of leaks would be getting through, and I wouldn't be able to kill all the units reliably. Looks like I'm just assuming Pink linked a single unit. And yeah, so as I mentioned, anything that goes through becomes a base flyer again, so this will contain 3 little sub-flyers within it.
Allies' town is under siege.
At your call.
Oh, that's not good. Since the range is pretty high, my Asgard commander isn't able to hit. If any of the higher tier ships leak in 5 waves, I'll probably end up losing most of the right half. Unless I start to intentionally place Asgard commanders over here to counter that. So one thing you may have noticed is the Asgard Commander of Death costs 1 wood, and you get 1 additional wood every 10 waves, so if we wanted to, I could go for that. But the concept of this tower is it's an instant kill tower with a slow attack speed, and the Asgard Commander as is already like a 3-shot kill tower, so there's really not much point in going for this.
What would you
My
ask
wood
of
will
me?
most likely, I'll probably spend it on the Ice Freezer, which will give us access to Frost Towers. I think I'll go ahead and do that right now.
I can't build them. Job's done.
By the great
Yeah, maybe mix like 2 or 3 frost towers into the maze. Frost towers are really effective in this game because it bugs the unit's pathing, and it will result in them doubling backwards, which buys you a ton of maze time. Okay, so we'll take out 1 more tower, replace it with frost, and that should be good.
Can't build them. Job's done.
Actually, let's get 1 more in here. This looks about right.
Can't build them. Job's done.
I guess to make it symmetrical, I will also replace this one. There we go.
Job's
So we've
done.
incorporated 5 frost towers. I don't know if any of these are splashed. Let's take a quick look. Icicle Tosser, that's single target. It says it does 6 damage, but it actually does 19. Snowball Launcher, 26 damage, so that's probably wrong as well. Blizzard Master... yeah. Nova Creator would almost certainly do splash damage because it's a Nova. But aside from that, nothing else has enough tooltip for us to figure it out.
I am not afraid.
Okay, time for our second Asgard commander.
As you wish.
Job's done.
Yeah, the second they hit, these units just evaporate.
Let me face the devil.
Yeah, so I'll probably squeeze in the next 2 Asgard commanders on the right so that I don't lose this whole row of towers. Or column, depending on how you look at it.
At your call. I am not afraid. What would you ask of me?
You can't send gold in this game, so I guess I could make the ice towers for them and have them pay me back. And then they could claim the towers.
I am not afraid.
Interestingly, green went for the Flame Builder. Seems like an odd choice. Yeah. Because the Asgards have pretty decent base DPS, and I don't even know what would be special about a Flame Builder. Let's see. Forge of Fire. Splash damage, but moderate. Extra damage to heavy type units, reduced to fortified and light. Yeah, that's okay.
Let me face the peril.
Job's
For
done.
my people.
I'm going to test out my theory that it's in the 70s, so I'll go ahead and mute my mic here to prevent the typing noise. Looks like that guess was wrong. It was not in the 70s. But as I said, yeah, it was baseless, so. You can shave off a lot of time with typing by copying and pasting the start of the message. I don't remember what anyone else has done so far, but I think, so that exhausts the 70s. And I'm guessing most of the 80s have been completed, which means that leaves 30, 50, most of the 40s. There's just a ton of numbers remaining.
At your call.
Oh, it was 84, which is 5 below the maximum. Last time it was 2 below the maximum. I'm guessing that's not a pattern, but you never know. The pattern there could hypothetically be that it decreases by 3 each time, so that would make this one -8, so that'd be 92. Yeah, that's not the case. This is just a quit.
What would you ask of me?
Sample size of 2 isn't really enough for a pattern.
I am not afraid.
Anyway, so what was that? Something all the way up till 100? 47 to 100. Actually, the range is smaller this time. 94? What? It does seem to be within 10 every time so far. Alright. I'll exhaust the 70s again. Well, there we go. Put in 77, got it right away. Alright, I guess we have to give 64 a go. Let's get a third Asgard commander on the far right. 5 and 64, so... I guess we have to try out the 60s. Okay, so this time it was not within the final grouping of 10 like it was last time. Or the last 3 times.
Our allies' town is under siege.
I guess the spiders, or whatever these are, do not like Orange. They're just attacking him for no reason.
At your call.
Yeah. I think 3 Asgard commanders on the far right is more than sufficient, so I'm going to start putting more Asgard commanders in the middle to balance out the DPS.
For my people.
Okay. Let's try out the 40s next. And this is the pretty strong flying wave that caused trouble for us last time because a few got through, and then that became like 7 warships attacking us. Yeah, I have more than enough DPS to take out this entire warship myself. The question is, does everyone else? Okay, so that's going to spawn 4 mega warships. This will spawn 2 mega... or no, that's not good. Well, went from 2 to 3 back to 2, so that's just 2. So yeah, we're up to 6 mega warships. Hopefully Green is prepared for this. He has 1 Asgard commander, and the Asgard Mentat is bugged. Oh, I guess I should tell him that. Well, don't know if that's true. I just know for a fact it can't attack air. It might also not be able to attack ground, and it could just be completely broken. Okay. Quick loss on the Asgard Child. Okay, we'll switch our repair target. Probably have to sell the commander here in a moment. It's actually not going too badly so far. We can switch back to repairing the bottom. Okay, sell the bottom. Sell the top. Oh, no. Darn. I accidentally sold 1 extra there. Not a huge loss, but it does kind of suck. Build a new Asgard commander right now. Build another 3, actually. So in total, I lost 90 gold, and with all the extra kills, it's probably about 90, so I think I roughly broke even. Of course, I didn't actually test any numbers, so it's just approximate. Okay, let's seal this back up, and then put another ice tower on the right. Looks like Green took out all the units, lost about 10 towers in the process. Pink, actually not bad. I think he only had crystal sentries over here, so his losses are smaller than I would have expected. And Orange lost 2 towers, but I don't know what they were. Yeah. All in all, we didn't... actually, I didn't keep track of how much time we lost. I'm guessing we have about 4 minutes remaining. We'll see in a minute, or a couple seconds here. 3 minutes and 41 seconds, okay. So hopefully that doesn't happen again on round 20. If it does, we'll probably be in pretty big trouble.
Let me face the peril.
650. Actually, I had like 570. Could have just gone straight for Thor. Maybe I'll probably do that next. Current clue 25 and 101. Absurd. All right, just got 96 gold. It's heavily weighted towards being near the top end. Either that or it's just insane coincidences. Yeah, just got 200 gold from that.
Wow,
God, look at how small this range is. Well, I just made 400 gold. Okay, well with that, we're almost up to enough gold to get the Thor. So, let's keep going here. Cool. Every single one, so though, pretty much every single one so far has been very close to the max. So, with that, we now have enough money to get the Thor.
Job's done.
Thor, 900 range, 600 damage, 50% movement slow, and 20% crit. So if we compare this to the Asgard Commander, it is 4 times the cost, a little over that actually, 4.3 times the cost, for not quite like 2.5 times the damage, which means that this isn't super cost effective. Okay. But still not bad. Getting that extra 50% slow means if it stacks with the Icicle Tosser, we can get these units down to 0%. Actually, I think I'll upgrade all 5 of my Icicle Tossers to Rapid Tossers. And the extra range, actually, you know what? I was wrong on that. Thor is in fact much more powerful. His attack range, even though they're both very fast, because of the generalization of the Warcraft 3 tooltip, they're not even comparable. The Asgard Commander is like 2 attacks a second. They look like 5. So Thor blows it out of the water. Let's get our next clue here. Earn some more money. And a dramatic twist, the number was 5 that time, instead of being in the 10s. What is this range? A range of 4? No! Green stole it. Okay. Let's take a look at the wave here, 1200 damage. Yeah. Thor will absolutely annihilate that. Probably get one more Thor on the left-hand side. Look at this. They get in Thor's range and then just disappear. See how everyone else is doing. Gas chamber, 500 damage, is very fast. That is in fact not very fast relative to my very fast. That almost seems like slow by comparison. Yeah, this is insane. Then we have... Seems like Pink could use a DPS boost, which is no shock since my gold count right now is like 1200 from the number game, and Pink is at 400. That actually kind of sucks. He leaked a single unit.
I am not afraid.
Maybe I'll go place like...
It shall be done.
I'd like to get Pink
As
a
you
strong
wish.
tower so that we don't run out of mission time. Because we are wasting about like 40 seconds for the walk. Maybe I'll just send him... Okay. Let me just rack up a bunch of money in the number game and then send it over.
Our allies' town is under siege.
Ah, the number was 10. Missed it.
Let me face the peril.
Okay, 2 rounds to go to the next boss. Let me test something. If I build a unit, does it just
For
automatically become pinks? Let me put a Asgard baby
For
over
my
here.
people. For my people. As you wish.
Yes, it does. Okay, cool. So once I get 600 gold, I'll just make him a Thor, and then he will. His maze will be strong enough. Missed out on an easy one there because I accidentally typed the wrong number. Okay, we've earned enough to make Pink a Thor. Let's go ahead and do that now. That'll prevent us from losing the game.
For my people.
Yeah. That's about the equivalent of his whole maze and bonus DPS. Yeah. Green has left the game. He's a Thor as well over there, so...
At your call.
Looks like some of Green's money was divided up between us, so I now already have enough to get another Thor. We'll see if one needs to be placed on the right first, though. Yeah, thanks to the Thor, Pink's maze is now more than strong enough. Actually, you know what? Let me go claim green. Was I not able to do that? Oh, it's take. There we go. Alright, so now I own all of these towers, which means I can prevent them from getting sold. Should have done that a little bit sooner, but I forgot.
What would you ask of me? Let me face the peril.
Okay, let's take a look at Green's maze. So it's 1, 2, 3, and he's missing a couple. So let's fill in that gap. Actually, let's fill it in with an ice tower.
For my people.
I guess for space efficiency, it should probably look like that. And then we should be good to go. Mothership. Yeah, this seems like a wave where I should get a second Thor.
What would you ask of me? As you wish.
It boosts my DPS by like another factor of 2. Well, not really. It's like a 50% DPS boost at this point. Mothership. Okay. I think a couple actually might get through. That is, okay. Fortunately, only one of the small ones got through. Yeah, that's not great. It's not great. Okay. So we're about to get attacked by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 motherships. We'll see how it goes. I don't have high hopes. This might be the end of us here. And we only have 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Okay, let's see if I can get any quick money in the money game. I'm gonna go ahead and try that.
Our allies' town is under siege. Our town is under siege.
Okay, got a little bit of money there, but not much. Yeah, these are just absolutely melting my units. I think Green's slow, or attack speed slow from the poison is helping him out a lot. Well, we only had 2 minutes left anyway, so this was... for whatever reason, they're not... Oh, no! The Thors are ground only.
I am not afraid.
That is not obvious at all. Why is he ground only? Was that the case previously? Huh. I feel like Thor was attacking when the units came out, but not attacking when they were coming back. That's pretty bizarre. Okay, well, I guess that's game. Because we're pretty close to the ending, I'll go ahead and wait the remaining 1 minute 20 seconds, see if there's any fun ending text. Orange's base ultimately was more effective against the air, 1 gold, was more effective against the air because he has that attack speed slow and his towers can all attack air. And if the Thor can't attack air, it really needs a tooltip that says that. That's pretty important information. So yeah, 7, or how many is this? Like 7 motherships and 6 battleships will all head in like random directions now. Yeah, there's just no way, even if Orange could theoretically take out all of these, the random pathing will prevent it. So 30 seconds to go, and see why Green did so well against him. Okay, so it looks like the water sprayer was splash damage. So he had splash slow plus poison slow, and then also just some, I don't know, I guess that was all there was to it. DPS on these isn't that high. Actually, 700 very fast is okay. Yeah, in my case, I was just... The Thors were providing so much of my DPS that disabling them was terrible. Okay, so here is the ending. I think... Okay, so it looks like a group of golems are doing something. Okay, the golems are apparently a worshipper of Archimond, or go enslave the earth, they shall kneel before their god. And there we go. So I'm in post-game chat of 10 seconds. So yeah, that is Hold the Line TD. As I had mentioned earlier, I feel like they really should have boosted the movement speed of units when they're on their way back to attack your towers. Just could have been rescaled, been a little bit more fun that way. And yeah, tooltips definitely need improving. The fact that Thor could not attack air was game losing for me. Of course, we actually would have lost anyway because Pink would have died. But yeah. Okay. So if you like this video, don't forget to like and subscribe. Set your notifications to all if you want to play some games with me. And I'll see you guys next time.